Oh, so you're all going to the observation deck, and you're going to the pool? All right. So,
I wait 10 minutes, and I turn around and go back to the room.
Oh, okay. Ooh, interesting. All right. So, let's start with those of you going to the observation deck since you're all together. So you get up there, and it's one of these really nice, like, it's glassed in. So basically, it's the whole thing is almost like a greenhouse. And there's a pool here. It's a smaller kind of like a sitting pool, so maybe it's about the size of this living room.
Oh, that's cool.
And there's like some deck chairs around, but there's also like a bar that no one is watching right now. It's like it looks like it would be set up if there were a party up here or something like that.
Is there alcohol in the bar?
If it is, it's in the closed cabinet that's behind there. But basically, it looks like it would be set up so that you could hold a party up here. But right now, there's no one up here.
Okay.
But you can definitely look out from the glass and see the city 360 degrees. There's chairs. There's like these little cocktail table things. You know, those things where you can stand in a little round and you can put like your drinks on there.
Like at
And they're
Costco.
set around. Costco?
I know. That's the first thing I think of when I think of those high chairs. Those high tables.
It's
like the ones that you get hot
like
like
at
that.
Costco. Like,
Ooh!
I know. Wow,
Whoa!
fancy. It's like
Phillip, you're role playing really well.
I went through.
You know what?
I wonder if there's free cheese up here.
I do feel like I'm royalty at Costco.
It does.
They do make you feel that
It's
way.
the free cheese.
It's
like,
the free
cheese, sir.
It's not cottage cheese either.
I say,
You can keep your free cottage cheese. I don't want any.
Disgusting!
You walk by, no! And then just keep going.
it's not cottage cheese, it's townhouse cheese. I go, hey, this place is pretty nice. I like it.
Yeah.
Nice little pool.
Yeah.
It's
Is there a hot
sick.
tub?
No. That sort of thing isn't like that in yet.
Oh.
So you're not used to this kind of stuff, are you?
No, not really. I kind of keep to myself.
Hey, you artist types always keep to themselves, but then when you get your work recognized, you blow up pretty big.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you know what that's
You
like.
know, pretty soon you'll be used to this kind of lifestyle. So,
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I think you could do it. You can make it.
Really?
Well, I mean, I haven't seen any of your work, but based off of the impression that I'm getting from everybody else, sounds like you're a pretty talented guy.
Well, it's nice to know I make a good impression, at least.
Yeah.
So this is weird, right? You all feel kind of weird.
I don't know.
I'm just trying not to think about it too much anymore.
High society isn't that well. It seems weird at first.
No, I mean Ian. The whole thing with Ian and this whole thing. It's kind of weird, right?
It's
I'm
off.
kind of glad for the weird escape.
Yeah, me too.
Look, if there's one thing I've learned over my investigations, it's that organizations born of sheer benevolence do not exist. And so I don't really know what their end goal is here.
I'm kind of on the same level as you. Like, I'm a little suspicious. Because, like, either he's lying, which is kind of scary, or he's telling the truth, which is actually more scary to me.
I think the what is clear and truthful enough. The why is clouded and uncertain at this point.
Yeah. Did you see how he looked weird when Jude asked him if he was a human?
Well, I mean, he spoke
Yeah.
pretty plainly about from the first person of a life that spans centuries.
Yeah, okay. I know, but, like, he's obviously not that, right?
I wouldn't assume, given the things we've seen at this point.
I don't know. I mean, maybe, I guess anything's possible.
I light up a second cigarette and put it.
You got two going?
And I'm kind of shaking. I'm like,
Wait, at the same time? You have two
yeah,
cigarettes?
I'm like, am
Oh.
I fucking saying this right now?
Wow, that is so bizarre. All five of you should make spot hidden rolls.
Yay.
Just normal?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask anymore. Come on.
Ooh.
Pass with a 35.
Ooh, past
I
the
got
15.
Oh,
no,
10
sorry,
or
51.
I hate when I do that.
Still got it, though.
Okay.
19
I
only
passed
just fails my
With
super
the
18.
10 under 50.
Oh, you made your super duper I see everything.
Oh, I did.
I fail with a 45 out of 25.
Alright, so so for those of you who made your spot hidden rolls, the number one thing that you guys all notice is that it's noon, and you're kind of under this glass dome and everything like that. So the sun is beating down, like it's reflecting off the light in the pool, or the water in the pool. Like every once in a while, you like take a glance, and you kind of have to look away because the light is like refracting, and it's like blinding your eye. No, kitty. Where's our little water bottle? And so
I like that.
so you notice that it's really comfortable up here. Like you would think that'd be super hot, like that greenhouse effect, and like there's a pool, so you expect to be hot and muggy, but it's nicely cool here. It's almost like chilled, like there's air conditioning, and it's super comfortable, and you're like, wow, you know, this is really, really good atmospheric control. And the one thing that's very interesting for all of you who made your rolls is that there doesn't seem to be any like obvious results of what you would expect, whereas like there's this pool, there's this sunlight, it feels very nice, but it doesn't feel muggy. There's no like moisture on the tables, because you're like, okay, no one's up here. It looks like no one came up to clean this morning because there's no events that have been going on. It was morning, so it would have been dark and cold, but there's no dewiness and whatnot. You, as everyone's kind of looking around, and none of you have really paid too much attention to the poll because the sunlight keeps glaring you, but for some reason, as you're like just glancing around, they're talking about like benevolence and organizations and like all this complicated weird stuff. You think that you see a weird piece of lint floating in the pool. And you're like, wow, for a place that's been so well cleaned, they really didn't take care of this like weird algae that's in there.
No. Hey guys, check out how rank this pool is.
What are you talking about?
Look at do you see like the film? The little lint piece there?
Lint.
Yeah.
So you all
what
glance
is
over at the
that?
pool, and at first you're not really sure what she's talking about because, it looks really clean. Like the pool looks perfectly fine, and it's all like, and again, you have to kind of like squint your eyes because as you look long enough in it, there's always like sunlight and the water's like kind of moving a little bit with the filter. But yeah, as you look more and more at it, you feel like, hey, wait a minute, the surface of the pool does look like it's got like a little bit of a film on it that might be like slightly oily or something like that. And Quigley immediately sees, wait a minute, there is a piece of lint there, and there's a very familiar looking piece of lint.
Wait a second. Lint. Didn't Ian say...
Look, nobody go near the pool. All right, Ian was distraught at the idea of there even being one of these things. I mean, I'm sure you can recognize it as what I've found in my apartment.
Well, and
it
they're
looks
bad,
like
right?
He was no, that is very clearly one of the devices that was in my apartment.
Very clearly more lint.
Yeah, it kind of looks like lint.
The very idea of having brought one of these things into his house, or wherever we were, where the meeting place was, like, he was panicked for a moment at the very thought of that. I think we should go absolutely nowhere near it. I think we should probably not even be in the same room as this thing.
Is there a pool skimmer nearby?
No.
Okay.
Can we just get
There
it?
is like what may be a closet like in the corner that looks like it would contain materials for cleaning the pool.
I'm gonna go check it.
Yeah, you flip it, it's not locked, it opens up, and there's like this pool stuff in there. The little pool skimmer, there's a bucket of like chlorine, and there's like...
I look over and say, well, I mean, it could be, or it could just be lint. And I take out the skimmer, let's find out. And then I want to get the fish thing out of the pool.
All right.
I'm gonna watch cautiously.
All right,
as
so
you do
he
this.
goes from... So are you guys all like standing like at the edge of the pool now?
No,
Yeah.
so I'm kind of
I'm
away
gonna
from the
go
edge because
sit under like a nice shady
I kind of back away.
chill.
it's like a long pole with like a net on the end. It's a
And
skimmer.
there is an actual.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we
assuming
got
this one's. So I'm like kind of away from the pool's edge, and I like scoop the thing out, and
Sure.
I like bring it over to the edge.
Are you
and
there?
Dump it.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm like right where Nick and or Arlo and Robert are.
Okay, so there's right by the pole there. And you've taken some steps. You're
I took
sitting
a
like way
step
off.
back,
Like,
yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to see the piece of lint in the pool.
Sure.
Lint.
Well,
All right.
the fact that lint was mentioned and then like there's only one single piece of lint, like my mind is like, Okay.
So
So you skim
They
it
put,
out
they
of
put
there.
that
I-
Lint thing.
I-
sure.
And you bring it up, and like for those of you who are standing there looking, it looks like what might be just a dirty hairball. Like it's a kind of rolled up. It's a little gross. Now that it's out of the water, it's kind of like just like
I lean over to
hairy and mucusy and like. Huh.
It's
Blow
Lint.
smoke on it.
I'm gonna like look down. It's like it's just a hairball, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out my lighter that I have for my cigarettes and just like lean down by it and try to light it on fire.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
All right.
That was
so,
my first
So it's
thought as
very
well.
wet.
Yeah, I know.
Is it in the? It's in the skimmer when you're putting the
No,
flames
no, I
up?
dumped it out onto the side of the pool.
Oh, okay. It's like
Oh my God.
everything's on fire.
Yeah.
It's like
The skimmer is far away from
Alright.
the fire.
so.
I mean, there's a pool right there. You could
What did you
just
do to
throw
the
it into
Waldorf?
pool if it's
Yeah.
on fire.
We
Alright.
burn it down.
So you're holding this lighter to it. So
Yeah.
it's wet. Like how
I hope
are you
these
gonna
hotels
like
does
keep?
get
Yeah, I'm gonna because if it's just hair, like it's
Sure.
the wet can't be that.
Okay. So
Resilient.
you're seeing this like you see
Yeah.
the four guys are all like they're all bent over by the
I'm
side of the pool
not-
I'm
now.
not bent over by the
Okay.
side of the
It's just
pool.
me.
I'm
Robert.
watching
Yeah,
from like
it's-
10 feet away.
Oh, you're
Tonar
from 10
three.
feet away.
It's
Well, I'm
Tonar.
batshit crazy and I believe in all this shit.
Okay,
and
so
then
it's
got
just the
Lint,
two of
so-
you who are right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I
I find
guess.
it funny that they actually ended up at the pool.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, that's right. No, there's an actual like indoor pool that you would have been going to. You wouldn't have been going
I
to
see.
this one.
Okay.
This is the kind of like
There's
fun pool
multiple
that
pools.
is like
How
small.
deep
and-
is it?
It's like a good maybe 8 feet.
I
Okay.
see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Never
would have
mind.
gone to the fancy, nice pool that people go to during the day. Like that isn't like this is normally not open except when there's
Sure,
parties.
Sure.
And it's
Like
for,
I'm gonna go do laps or something.
Yeah, like you couldn't do laps in this one.
Sure.
It's about the size of
Okay,
this room.
alright.
So you see like Desmond and Quigley are like they're like off to the side. They're kind of watching, and you see TJ and Arlo. They're bent over, and then suddenly like Arlo lights his cigarette lighter, and you're like, "What's going on over there?" You're just
Oh
sitting
my
there. It's like, "What's
gosh.
happening?" And so you can't really make out what's exactly going on because they're just like bent over this. And Quigley, I need you to make a sanity check.
Whoa.
Sorry, Nick.
Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't have expected one to come up here. So that's 12 beats 45.
Okay. So after a little bit, the flame kind of burns away the liquid, and it starts to like kind of sizzle, and then very quickly it just becomes like a gross little blotch on the side of the pole. So now it's disgusting, and it might take a little bit to rub out the.
It's just ash.
You
Yeah.
just vandalized
Yeah.
the pool.
Yeah.
You're standing like 10 feet away, and so you can hardly see what's going on, but you're pretty sure
Well,
that you
I'm-
just.
Yeah, I definitely. Like, I'm staring transfixed at what's happening.
Sure,
So I
and
would
what
want to
you
be at an
think
angle where
is
I can
that
see.
you see him light a lighter, and he's holding it to this like ball of hair, and you see it kind of like scooch away, like it feels the heat and is trying to get away,
Whoa.
and it like moves like a couple inches, and then eventually the flame touches it, and you see it like kind of like basically melting and burning away, but with like some sort of motion. Like it's like, oh, I'm melting, and then like it
it's
just
like
eventually.
writhing.
Yeah.
And I don't see this at all.
Yeah, neither
Neither
of
of
you
us?
see this.
It doesn't look like it moved to us then.
No.
Okay.
So after it finishes doing that, I'm like, it's just a hairball. I like scuff it out of my shoe and kick the pieces back into the pool.
Yeah, there are no pieces of case. It's just
Oh,
like a
okay.
smudge on your shoe now.
Yeah, I just
And a smudge on the side of the pole.
What are you talking? It clearly moved.
I was like,
What?
Quickly. Well, I mean, we were standing right over it.
I mean, we may have blown on it when we were like.
No, it moved away from the flame. Did you not see what just happened?
No.
No.
I wasn't looking.
I didn't see that. Did you see that?
Yeah. It was very clear.
Okay.
You sure?
Are you guys messing with me right now?
Are you messing
How
with
did
us
you
right
not
now?
see that?
I wasn't looking.
Robert, do you take any like hard stuff?
No, not at all.
Damn it.
Like, do you have any now?
Look,
I'll have what he's having, but it's drugs.
Look, I try and keep off that stuff. It's just cigarettes and coffee for me. All right,
Well, so
and lots of it.
This take some comfort in knowing that if you're afraid of these things, you can always light them on fire.
Yeah, fireworks against balls of hair.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. When in doubt, just light it on fire, I guess.
I don't know about this.
I don't know that I trust Stevens completely, but he would have had a very good reason for me not to be able to return to my home.
I mean, you all saw me getting attacked by squid shit, and then and you all saw that. Why the fuck wouldn't we see this?
I fully expect the same thing or a similar thing to happen to me upon return to my apartment.
But do you think that they would take us to the
Okay.
Waldorf Astoria if they weren't completely certain that this was a safe place for us to
That's
be?
what
Yeah,
that's what I'm
exactly.
really confused about.
Why is this thing here?
Is this not a safe place, or is there
Maybe
some
we should
sort
go
of-
to that party sooner.
Are there-
infiltration of this place? That's
Are there any
underway?
openings to like the glass windows or like any vents or something that leads out onto this area?
Lots of them.
Okay, there's pool vents too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm like looking around, I was like, there are probably a number of ways that thing could have slipped through like the ventilation system or even the pool vents if it was what you think it is, right?
Maybe you should just give him a call.
Do we have his number?
Stevens?
I don't
No,
think he
Ian.
I mean,
Yeah, even
Yeah,
Stevens.
Stevens.
I have expect us to be able to look in the mirror and say his name 3 times.
Yeah,
and
do we
show up.
still have the number from when we first contacted him?
Yeah.
Oh.
I
We should
suppose.
probably.
Yeah, you could-
I'm
Uh,
guessing at least one of you has
Yeah,
like the
I-
paper
yeah.
ad for.
Oh, he
Yeah,
he
yeah.
would.
I'm gonna-
Yeah.
He has
The
it
paper what?
cataloged.
Yeah,
The ad in the
Like
paper.
Oh
the
yeah,
ad,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
So
I
if you-
have it cut out and in my like the notebook I
One eight
carry on
hundred
my
go
person.
crazy.
Is that really what it is?
It's
Crazy.
like-
1-800, you're definitely
I
not
guess I'll
crazy.
go up to the
1-800.
the pool is
Make it
in
crazy.
like which part of the hotel?
We
The
went.
actual hotel pool that she was going to.
No, we
Or
went.
no, we went to.
We're like by a sitting pool. It's the secondary pool.
Yeah. You're
it's
on
the other
roof
pool in
now.
this
This
hotel.
is like the observation deck.
Oh,
It's got a
that's-
pool
this
about the
was on
size of this
observation
room,
deck,
which is
okay.
kind of like a party pool where like.
is there a phone nearby, or would I have to go down to the lobby?
There is a phone on the counter near where Danielle is sitting.
Great, I will go grab that and call Stevens' number.
All right. You get the same receptionist that answered when you first called, and they go, "Hello, how can I help?"
Is Stevens available? This is Quigley.
Oh, I see. Please hold.
Thank you.
There's like a weird like tone.
Oh, there's no hold music?
No. Yeah.
Baby,
Hold music
come
really.
They're old fashioned.
Yeah, I know.
You
It's
can blame
like-
it all on me.
I know it's culture club. No. Okay, so after a while, I'm sorry, Mr. Stevens is not available right now. May I take a message?
Yes, I am positive that we have found one of the devices that were found in my apartment here at the hotel in the pool on the observation deck.
Tell him I burned it.
Tell him it's an emergency.
Arlo lit it on fire with his lighter. It appeared to move in response, but was consumed, and I would like to have or have him call me back about the safety of this location and what we might need to do next, if this is an important development.
Okay. I will pass it on. Will there be anything else?
No, that'll be all.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
They did not sound concerned about lighting things off.
You
near
found
the
some
pool.
lit on the roof. Cool.
I
vibe.
found-
It was just the receptionist. What's she gonna say?
She's just a lady who
I
answers
found,
the phone.
I found some
My
bad.
job
Lit
is
it
to
on
answer the
fire.
phone.
I'm
Oh, that-
afraid.
That was one of
Polite,
ours.
that's it.
Well, we
Yeah.
basically did just call this random receptionist and be like, hey, we found this ball of lint and we set it on fire. You need to let
No,
Ian know.
I
She's
literally
like,
said listening
"Oh."
device.
Yeah.
I would never
Hello,
call it a ball of
911. My
lint.
pizza is cold. Like, okay.
Sir, did you turn on your oven? It's been in the oven for 30 minutes, but is the oven turned on?
I have totally done that.
Come here quick!
Not
Come
called.
here quick!
I think I broke the laws of nature. Fire's not hot anymore. It's cold.
My roommate put the pizza in there with the cardboard, and it's like,
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
All right.
Flame broiled.
Anyway, so meanwhile, you went back to the room right after 10 minutes of pretending to go to the hotel pool.
I did.
What nefarious plan did you
Oh,
have?
ulterior motives.
Whose rooms are locked?
It seems like nobody's locked their room.
Mine is locked.
Oh,
Mine is
okay.
not
Quigley
locked.
can establish that his
Yes.
room is locked.
Okay.
Mine's
It's
not locked.
written into his backstory.
Yes.
So,
I go and I feel all the doors, and once I realize they're all unlocked, I kind of just feel, and then I guess I
Steals.
It's like
start
rifle
with
through
Arlo's
everyone.
room.
Oh,
Okay,
that's why
so-
she wrote it down.
so Arlo's room is clearly a bohemian artist's den. It
It
is.
smells like one too, I bet.
I don't know.
Been
He
in
hasn't
for
lived
30
here
minutes.
long enough.
No, that would be TJ's room.
Everything
Yeah.
is pretty like
Smells like
messy.
seaweed.
It doesn't look like he was unpacking in any kind of like orderly fashion. But the painting is extraordinary because you're pretty sure.
Yeah, I didn't get a good look at it at first.
Yeah, now that you've seen it, you're pretty sure that it is maybe already. First of all, you think that Arlo is pretending to paint a painting, but there's already a painting here.
Oh, because
it
I
is a-
could not believe it'd be done in that time.
Yes, it is a perfectly beautiful photorealistic painting of the pins that you were all given.
Yeah, I go up to it and I see on the very edge of it where he probably wouldn't notice. I see if it's tacky. Is it? Because I want to know, did he paint it or not?
Yeah, it looks like it is pretty fresh, like it hasn't fully dried.
Interesting.
Still fingerprint.
I pull open the. I'm assuming there's dresser drawers. You said he hasn't
Yeah.
put anything away though.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's put anything
Okay.
away.
Well, I just.
Arlo's not the unpack and fold up his underwear type of guy. I don't
Okay,
think.
I take like a cursory glance through his stuff. I'm assuming I find like different amulets and crap like that. Paint.
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of like costume jewelry stuff. It looks like he might have gone to like one of those like occult shops and say
Nothing
"Oh,
interesting
it's an
related to his
odd-
work though, right?
Well, what do you mean? Like
Maybe
what are you looking
photographs of prints or things like that.
If you'll let me, if
for?
you're
Yeah,
gonna
if you want to
get a
describe,
picture.
yeah.
I'm
There-
assuming people would.
You do find a small little notebook with cut and pasted obituaries from the local newspaper pasted into it.
I casually leaf through it and see
Are
if I
they
notice
particular
anything.
obituaries
They-
of like horrific deaths?
Yeah, they go back like a couple of months and
Sure.
they have recent
Yeah.
deaths.
And I'm like, oh, I remember seeing that in the paper. I remember
Yep.
seeing that, but no one I've recognized or anything like
None
that.
of them
I'm
are
assuming.
famous in any way.
Okay. All right. Interesting. I'm assuming these are the people he supposedly paints.
Yeah, you know enough about his story that would make sense.
Sure. Okay. Well, I've seen what I need to see. I make sure everything's back in its place, and I go on to Danielle's room.
All right,
Okay.
Danielle, what would she find in your room?
Um,
Interesting or suspicious?
interesting or suspicious. You might find a photo album
Yeah.
of a lot of pictures of me when I was young. Before I went to India, there's one particular gentleman that stands out that's in a lot of the photos, and then all the other photos are inconsistent gentlemen.
I see. Do I find anything
Yeah.
noticeable about this man? Does he seem familiar in any way?
Yeah, he's a singer of a.
He's a fairly well-known pop star.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name.
Samson.
Yeah,
Samson.
So one guy from Depeche Mode.
yeah. You he's definitely right. Like you've seen him in the tabloids. And stuff.
Bananarama.
Like,
I guess I am surprised to find a lack of narcotics of any type.
yeah.
I briefly consider what would happen if I put my leftover Valium in her stuff. But then I
Entrap.
think of a better thing to do with it.
Ooh.
And I go to Desmond's room next.
Ooh. It is shockingly gold. Like you're like, oh, well, I thought the rooms were kind of similar, but clearly not. Like, for some reason, Desmond got like some crazy like executive suite room that's inside this place. like your room is kind of like a symmetrical copy of his, but his was clearly like designed by someone with a crazy idea of like Egyptian tomb architecture.
It disgusts me.
Yeah, it's like
I think it's pretentious and
like,
not even pretentious.
why is
it's
this
just,
divan made of gold? Like,
It's
Why?
it's very nouveau riche.
Why isn't every divan made of gold?
Anyways, I'm gonna see if he has any sort of planner or something like that because I remember hearing that he was looking for some sort of financier for his film. So I'm interested to see who he's already seen and who has turned him down.
ooh, Desmond, would you find anything interesting or accusatory in your appearance?
Probably. So there was luggage that was brought. I didn't sort through any of that luggage. Am I to believe that that's my stuff?
It is
from-
your stuff. Like, in
Okay.
fact, it's the stuff that you would, like, surprisingly have packed on your own if that was what you had picked to make sure you had everything you needed.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
so you would probably see a couple of copies of my script that I have, probably in whatever draft that it's at the moment. I probably do have a little black book that has, phone numbers and dates and stuff, something that I probably wouldn't just always have on me. It would probably be my luggage. What else do I think I would have?
Any sort of bills?
No,
Okay.
no bills.
All right.
No receipts either.
Well, I am going to find a place in your room where you wouldn't normally look,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to hide my pill bottle in there.
Oh.
And so it would look like if someone that he would have hidden it somewhere in there.
Okay.
Okay. And
Move.
I am going to go to TJ's room
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna overdose on your pills.
if you find them.
Boom. All right.
Desmond has already set up, like, all the ways that he could be killed in this game.
It's like, I will kill myself.
It's like,
and
These
she
windows
will
are
do that,
breakable. I have
Judith
drugs.
overdosed me.
yeah.
There's no effects.
Just like one of those, like, mystery things where it's like, he's hanged himself and he's also beheaded himself at the same time. His hands are glued to his face. We don't understand what happened.
and how did he
There's
manage
a-
to take all these elephant tranquilizers?
Yes.
What the hell
There's
doing?
there's a big thing in paint written. It says Judith did it.
Yeah, it's one of those classic, like, Bones
room was
episodes where it's like,
locked.
wait a minute, what is cause of death? It's like, he could have died in one of 7 different ways. It doesn't make any sense. Alright, anyway, sorry, TJ, so you were...
I'm not even gonna bother with Robert's room because I know it's locked.
Yeah.
okay.
There's not really anything exciting in it. It's like a military uniform and like nothing very exciting basically.
What rank did you make?
I got to start flying planes. I don't know what rank that would be though. He got to the point where he started flying planes and then like
No.
started testing and started like he flew planes enough and then he started doing carrier
I think
training.
it's first lieutenant.
Sure, let's say that.
Sure.
First lieutenant.
Okay.
And then his like his honorable discharge, whatever. There's some. I'm assuming there's something they give. It's not just like a paper. It says you're honorably discharged. It's like some sort of. I don't know what it is actually.
Well, it's not a
like-
certificate. You don't get
No,
a
I
certificate.
know. That's what I'm saying.
You
On
do
the
get
military.
honorable discharge papers. I didn't know if you would keep those
No,
with
I
you
thought
for any reason.
I guess I thought that'd be like something they maybe.
It's
it's
the
a little
military.
gift.
You don't get a plaque.
He's got
It's
like a
like-
fun NASA pen that says it's like a
For
space
birth
pen you can write in space
Yeah.
Okay.
All the military people.
and sci-fi books.
I find
Is
it relatively uninteresting.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, very quickly, is this the space pen that you get from like?
It's a space pen that you can use in space. It was very
You
exciting.
can use it underwater. You can use it upside down.
Yeah.
Gravity. You can write on
And that's what you're
cheese.
saying.
You can write on butter with it.
I was going to ask if this is the space pen that you got from your parents
Yes.
from their work, or is it something you buy in a gift shop?
Oh no, it's from my parents from work.
Okay.
It's a NASA space pen. So it's
Alright.
NASA. My parents worked at NASA,
Okay.
and they still do. And
That's
I-
what the pen says.
No.
My parents wrote it down, and they still
It's
do.
like, my
No.
parents work at NASA, and all they got me was this pen.
That would be great, actually.
It's more like My parents work at NASA.
Yes.
No, it says TJ on it.
All right.
Oh, it is personalized.
Yeah.
Well,
oh, okay.
it's
I
special.
I guess like I'm kind of disappointed in.
I'm so sorry.
That I did, no, not in you particularly.
I know.
I mean, but in the lack of interesting stuff I found.
There's not enough guns around here.
Not yeah.
my
there's
gun
not
is my gun is on me.
I was hoping that people would have more
You have a gun on
incriminating
you?
stuff
Yeah.
with them.
I'm an
Uh,
ex-Navy.
Because I
I'm a military
certainly
guy.
have interesting things of my own that I
Philip's
brought
got a
with me.
gun on.
Sure.
So I decide then it's time to make it look like I was in the pool. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
go to the shower and I take a quick rinse, dampen the towel, put the towel in the hamper, and wring out most of the water in my swimsuit, hang it up over the bathroom, and put a towel around my hair and hang it in my room.
All right.
I did not realize how sneaky your character was going to be. This is exciting.
I know. I'm glad you're excited.
Judith, more like Judas.
Ooh. Wow.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa!
Oh, look at this. You guys like.
Oh, I wish only my initials were like JC.
Ooh. that'd
Too
be
bad it's
great.
TJ.
DJ Jesus.
DJ.
He's gonna be DJing the party tonight.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that'd be amazing if because you know how these parties are, you know, someone who's like just
I've
both
not.
of them could just step up and say, "Excuse me, sir, have you heard of
The safety
electronica?"
It's just scratching sounds.
It's like, what is this?
I mean, that's what that would have been back
They
then.
had the Time Rider at this
It's
point.
like,
Yeah.
listen to this! It's the sound of the future.
Have you seen that college humor?
Get
Sir,
outta here.
have you
Like-
heard of dubstep?
Oh my god!
I love that college humor thing where it's like, hey, listen to this, but he's playing dubstep. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Have you heard of Witch House?
All right.
Only for 5 minutes.
You like Huey Lewis in the news?
I love Witch
Okay,
House.
well, I'm going to just sort of like sit in the sitting area, and I have like one of
I
my
think they really came into their own with
multiple
sports.
binders that I
Ooh.
brought with me,
Oh,
and I'm leafing through it and taking notes.
what's in these binders?
These binders contain,
Sorry.
actually, yes, they do.
They do.
Full
They
of
contain, they are. They're full of my
Competition.
acting competition.
Yeah.
And there are photos of them that I took at events where I went and saw them, or at auditions, and I'm comparing what they did and took notes on how I can improve
She's
myself
gotta beat them out.
so I can outdo them.
This whole like crazy cult mindset has put you in a great position to just get ahead in a
Well,
weird way.
Nick and James, you have both lost you are the most crazy characters at the table this season.
In the
Doesn't-
back, on the very
We
last
tried.
page, on the very last page of these binders, there's a collage made out of all the artists, made of all the actresses' faces put together.
But their eyes have been cut out.
Their
and they're
eyes,
just black.
yeah, their eyes.
Yeah,
are
my
like
eyes
twisted.
are where
This
the
doesn't
eyes are.
seem
Yeah.
crazy to Desmond.
Yeah, sure. Oh, this is normal. I've worked with so many actresses. They all do this. It's like-
I'm
Every
just,
actress has binders full of
I
them.
look, I'm like, oh, you should see her binders.
yeah, it's like-
Like pointing to the
You
actress.
call this a binder?
it turns out Mitt Romney only comes from a family of actresses, and it turns out, yeah, binders full of women is a normal thing. It's like, I don't know why everyone made such a big deal out of it.
How do you think you're
They
going
didn't
to get
even mention
ahead?
about how I cut up all the faces.
Okay, so those of you who are up at the poll,
They say things like fat
when-
ankles.
Oh, God.
when you're done with the hairball incident, what do you guys like? Stay up there? Do you guys come back downstairs? Do you guys like?
Well,
I start searching
he spooked.
all over the place.
He
Oh,
found
God.
one. He's got to find the other
Okay,
10.
so you guys,
Bananas.
once you see Robert Quigley doing his thing, you realize he's getting into that thing of his again, where
Yeah.
he's gonna be up here for a couple.
Why
more
are you
hours.
standing around? Help me.
Oh no.
Help me look.
I'm gonna go to the bar.
Yeah. So
Go get
Sounds
a
like a
drink.
good thing for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I'm free from my mother and ready to drink.
yeah. Well, it turns out when you get to the bar, once again, the cabinet is not locked. It is the Astoria. Number one, they don't expect people to come up here, and number two, rich people don't come up and steal other people's booze. So why should we lock the cabinet? And yeah, it's a full bar. Like
Oh,
if you
okay.
like open up the cabinet, it's like, hey, ready to party. It's like there's like
I'm gonna
glassware
make it
under. It's like it's just closed. But if you like open the drawers and open the cabinetry and stuff like that, it's full service. You got everything you got here.
Cool. I'll make a dirty Shirley or something like
Yeah.
that.
What?
So you see Quigley over there. He's like
Alcohol
just
Shirley
looking
temper.
around. He's
Yeah.
searching the corners of the ground. He's looking behind cabinets. The cabinet that has the pull stuff has like pull materials. It's got that little scooper thing. It's got a weird little like that looks like a harpoon, except it's not like actually a harpoon, but it's got a little hook thing for whatever they use those things for. There's like rope. And there's like a couple buckets, 2 mops. There's that bucket of like chlorine. So I guess if you wanted to like dispose of a body or something or clean something up.
Good to know.
Uh,
I take the ball. No, I don't take the chlorine.
So while she's while Quigley's searching and she's at the bar like making drinks, what are the three of you like?
I'm gonna go over and pour myself a drink next to Danielle.
I'd probably go help him because I've actually seen like all the crazy stuff, so I kind of
Alright.
am in on it.
So you're also searching.
not probably not as insane as he is, but
Yeah.
I'm definitely searching.
You also
actually.
probably can't search as well as he can.
I'm at 85.
Oh
He's
wow.
90.
Oh,
I'm in a
you're
plane. I
you're
got
military.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. You fly
Yeah.
planes. So
You know, I'm not very good at searching, so I'm just gonna join the people at the bar.
all right.
So as I'm
Do you
pouring,
tell us that? He's like, I couldn't help, and then
I
just
can't
walk.
help.
No, I couldn't possibly.
as I'm pouring the
Are
drink,
you really?
I look at Danielle and say,
No.
you know what they call a glass that falls off of a table?
What?
A tumbler.
Ah, that's a knee slapper.
That's a good one.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
I hate that joke.
A cokehead told me that joke.
I'm sure.
See, I don't even know if that's your character.
I'm sure.
That sounds like a real. That sounds like a
We'll
real
tolerate one per session. It's like
one
Oh, a
bad joke.
pun?
no, like a dad joke. It's like oh my gosh.
One
Uh,
pun, one dad joke.
If you keep telling dad jokes, I'm gonna keep laughing to placate you. So,
If
I'll just keep laughing because
if James tells enough of these in enough sessions, you can cut them all together into a montage. It's just like every dad joke James has told 30
Yeah,
like a
one
kid.
just
This
Quite
watermark
changes.
slowly appears that says, "You're a monster."
Yeah, it's like,
Somebody stop this man. Have you seen this man? He's dangerous.
Oh shit, is that tequila?
yeah, it is. It's nice. There's a lot of good
Are you
alcohol.
drinking
in
out of
it.
the bottle?
No, I'm pouring it into a
Okay.
glass.
So the two of you who are doing your weird searching, you guys should make spot hidden rolls. Gosh, they're all spot hidden. There's not a search ability.
It's the only
This
skill you
is
need
why
in Call of
we
Cthulhu.
invest-
Listen,
Yeah.
just get to a
Like-
time when there's no
I
one
felt like
around
it
and you
made
don't
sense
have to
looking
use
for
spot
planes.
hidden. You just go through your stuff.
Yeah.
35.
You could make it a listen.
So that's
out of what?
out of 35 under 85, which I passed the harder one.
Okay. How about you?
I got 10, which is
Oh.
under my 18.
Yeah. So
I
you
keep rolling 10.
Wait,
Wow.
18.
He needs an 18 to get
is my
extreme.
highest.
Yeah.
Oh,
Of the three. I've got 90, 45, 18.
Okay, I was about
So
to
you know those table stands that are just all over around that people would put their drinks on?
Like Costco, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Sorry.
so they're white, and so usually they're very easy to clean, and so there's a bunch of them all around the area and stuff like that. But you find one has a blood smear on it, like at the base.
Ooh.
Like it's like someone missed it. It was like just on the other side. You didn't notice it. But now that you're actually searching, there's like a blood smear on one of them.
Delightful.
Is TJ nearby?
No, he's like maybe 100 feet away. He's just kind of searching other things too.
I wish it was up there. I know chemistry.
It's that big that it'd be 100?
100 feet?
Chemistry's in
50.
50,
Oh,
50 I
science.
could,
It's
I
a
could
pretty.
shout.
It's the roof of
Science.
this area. Like the
Yeah.
pole
Okay.
is this big.
Oh.
Like
50
the
I
roof.
could shout. TJ,
What?
come over here. Come over here a
Okay.
sec.
You guys hear like Quigley suddenly call TJ's name to go look at something.
What?
Oh.
I turn around.
What did you find?
Yeah, hey, anyone else?
Oh, what's
You guys
up?
aren't crazy.
Come over
uh,
here.
Yeah, I'll go over there with my.
What is
Thanks
it?
thanks for helping me search the place, by the way.
You're welcome, buddy. This shit
Yee,
is
There we go.
crazy.
All right, now, is it just me or is this blood?
So you all see a like reddish brownish smear at the bottom of the table. It could well be blood. Could be poop.
Poop.
Are those stains close?
Couldn't that just be rust?
Well, after a while,
I guess so.
It could be bloody poop.
Because it's not like a giant. It's not like a pile or
Sorry.
like a huge thing. It's like maybe 3 inches by like an inch and a half. Like it looks like what could be a blood stain. Like if something happened where, because it's not splattered, it
No,
looks like
me
a
too.
smear.
Okay.
So.
And just on the
This
bottom
hotel
of the
is
table.
Yeah,
losing
like on the edge
stars
where
by
it
the
just
I don't have a
minute.
care in the
reaches the
world.
ground. And it
No,
looks
me
like
too,
whatever,
no.
if it was on the ground, had been cleaned, and somehow this smear was missed in some way. Like maybe someone was mopping and didn't get to it or something.
Well, maybe somebody was drinking a Bloody Mary. They spilled it. Others missed it.
No, that drink doesn't stain as easily or as harshly as this.
Well,
Is it like a thing where you like do a little like taste of it to see if it's like
It
coppery?
could be poop.
You
Is that a
could.
thing?
Lick it.
It
You
could
Make a taste test.
With enough sensitivity, this is super dried up, so you would have to like
wet your finger,
you
dab
have to,
at it.
rub some. But it is possible. Yes, you can do.
I
it.
will
Of course.
try and do that. Just with like
Dad.
because I'm pretty
Licking
confident
tables
it's
at the
blood.
Waldorf.
Since there is not a taste ability,
Yeah.
What if he took it?
like he just wrote down my special ability, taste.
Taste.
Appraise.
No, it's not that kind of.
This is grape blood. Type A.
Well, it's like I mean, it wouldn't have a smell, right? I wouldn't be able to smell
So
if
if
it was
you
were like a
coppery.
s-
You would
Like
have to.
a
You would have to be a nose to smell
Sommelier,
something
you
this.
take
other.
praise.
But yeah, I would say that. Yeah, it tastes copper.
I appraise this flavor.
Okay, it's coppery. I think this is definitely blood.
You just licked the.
It could well be blood.
you
It
just
could
put
well
that in your
be
mouth.
the fact that
This
it's
is-
Anything else
up
that
by
tastes
a
like
metal
metal?
This
table.
is an investigative technique that
Robert, I don't
no
think
private eyes use this.
I don't
You're
think
private
that
eye?
tracks, man.
Are you sure you can
No,
do,
I've seen them in action before though.
Are you
Oh.
sure you can do that in just one taste test?
I mean, you're free to have a go.
No, you should do another.
No, I'm absolutely certain.
Oh man.
How many tables
I mean-
have you licked in your life?
I think
You know what blood tastes like, right? Have you ever had a bloody nose? Have you ever been cut?
Tastes like an iron skillet.
yeah, don't you know what blood tastes like?
It's pretty damn distinct.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of know.
And there's
it.
not going to be anything that leaves a stain and has that sort
Tastes
of
like blood.
quality.
I tasted it when I was drowning in that water.
I mean,
Eye roll.
I feel like there's a
I'm,
lot.
I'm having a
Wait, that doesn't
flashback. You
make
go do it if you
sense.
want.
You should make a sanity check.
Okay.
Just you said
Thanks,
something.
thanks.
Well, no, it tastes like blood. I was in the water. It makes sense.
Okay. Oh, was there blood in the water?
Yeah, it was
blood.
filled
Oh,
with
there
water.
was blood in the water.
Ooh, it failed. 55 over 37.
Oh my gosh.
We're at the pool. There's blood on
It
the
makes
table.
it's all
That
coming
does make
together.
sense.
Which die is James picking up?
What you looking for?
Oh, here we go.
You remember what blood tastes like. You go insane.
They're dice with the skulls on
Do you
it.
need like a?
You're hungry
like
for
a,
more.
I won't look.
All right.
Remember what blood tastes like. You have the desire to taste it again.
Make
It's
your
delicious.
make your
Tastes like
power roll.
strawberry jam.
Power roll? Ah. 57. Fail 57. Sorry. Is that 7? Yeah, 57 over 40.
Okay. So TJ says, yes, that's what blood does taste like. There's like, I tasted it when I was in the water. And then, you know how you have that thing where when you're sleeping and sometimes you feel like you're falling and then you suddenly wake up
Jerk,
and your
yeah.
body jerks? You all see TJ's body jerk exactly like that. TJ, right after you said that, you have an image of a blonde woman being pushed really hard against this table, cracking her skull against the edge of the table, falling, and hitting her head on the edge of this table here, and the image goes away.
Holy shit.
You also lose 3 sanity.
Okay.
Whoa, you all right?
Someone was fucking murdered here. A lady, blonde lady. She's dead from she like died from what I saw, or
You
like injured
feel
severely.
like she probably,
Probably?
was killed, but you can't tell
Okay.
the extent of her injuries.
Okay.
It
She
was
was-
only from behind.
A lady was shoved into this table and she hit her head, and that's what this is from. How much? 3?
Through.
I mean,
What? How do you know?
yeah.
I just saw it. When I just thought of the blood and everything, the pool, everything. I had the vision.
I take a
Hold-
look. I take a
hold
look
on,
at the
hold
edge
on,
of the
hold on.
table.
I take out like the notebook I always have on my person.
Mhm.
Can you sketch her face?
Should I could
Like,
try.
give it-
You
like,
can't.
give it a
You saw
shot.
the whole thing from behind.
oh
Yeah.
no!
Like,
I
just
only
her
saw her
back.
from the back.
Okay.
Blonde lady.
So
yeah.
he said that
How can we
she
corroborate
hit her
this?
head.
Yeah.
Then I want to look to where he claims that it was hit.
Yeah. So that edge of the table does look like that. There's a little
Doing the psychic thing.
Look at
abrasion. like
A divot.
yeah, like it's
something.
not super deep, but it's when
There's
you
a ding.
yeah, like you can feel that it's rougher on that edge, like something had hit it and had like rubbed off some of it, so that it's not smooth like the rest of the edge. But it's not. There's not blood or anything like that. It looks like that part people notice and say, "Oh, we cleaned it up."
I don't know if we're. I don't feel safe here. I want to get off this roof via the stairs.
It is starting to feel a little bit warmer than you recall from before.
I am okay. I'm
Heat of the noonday sun has like sort of, and it's also been like an hour since you've been up here.
Yeah, I am. I'm clocking out, guys, and I slowly start making my way off the roof, like backing up, like.
I'll come back with you. I'm bored too.
Yeah, I'm not bored. I saw fucking murder. Maybe.
Yeah, you should tell me about that. I like glance back at the table as we walk back to the rooms.
I tell him everything about it, basically. Is there any other detail? Like, it's just the lady. That's all I saw. I didn't see anybody pushing.
You
her.
didn't see
Just
like,
the thing that happened.
yeah, it's like
Okay.
someone must have pushed them off camera, from what you can tell. Like she violently hits her head on the
off camera.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
like that's all you see in
The
your vision.
framing of it.
Yeah.
Just the lady getting murdered. I don't think that Lint thing. If Robert is right, this name thing is actually really useful.
Yep.
If Robert's right about that Lint thing and that from earlier and now, then we need to get off this roof at least. And I'm going to the elevators.
Okay.
Yeah. I vote we go through and search our own rooms just to make sure.
Oh
that,
shit! Yeah.
That there aren't any more of these devices there.
God damn it!
I mean,
I
I
didn't
searched
find
mine,
any.
but I'll.
I just want to fucking.
TJ, you tell me a
I'll
little
help
bit more
you
about
guys.
what you saw.
What do you want me to tell you? She was there and she got hit into the table and her skull is cracked.
Well, what was the lighting like?
What
Time of day was it?
Yeah, it is outdoors.
I don't. It's just that. That's all it was. There wasn't lighting. There wasn't time of day. There wasn't a face. Just a person.
Was she wearing a pin?
Well, yeah. What was she wearing?
Not on her back, as far as you can tell.
I'm gonna assume that's all you
Was-
told me is all I know.
Did
basically.
any of the blood
Yeah.
run into the
Did
water?
she? Did she?
No.
Was she wearing the dress of the hotel employees? Was
No,
she
I don't
wearing,
know.
like,
She was wearing a very
skirt?
nice silver sequin dress.
Yeah. And
Okay, so maybe here for an event.
So wait, are we all going back to the rooms?
Yeah,
I'm going-
This yelling and arguing is in the elevator as you guys are going down.
So I have plenty of warning that they're coming back because they're just like, ah,
Yeah, in the hallway you can hear like
Yeah,
the doors
thank
are
goodness.
good
Absolutely.
doors, so they're usually semi-soundproof. But there's clearly this yelling. It's like, what did you see? Blah blah blah. It's like, I didn't see anything.
I'm
Well, how was the lighting? It's like, what? It's like,
I'm like animal.
Yeah, it's like-
Any of the details you can tell us will be important to figuring out what happens. You know, so be as specific as you
Arlo?
possibly can.
I just told you everything.
All right. Sorry.
I know. I'm sorry.
No,
I'm not
it's-
sorry.
no, it's
Shut
fine.
up.
This is all happening as the doors
God damn
open,
it.
and you,
Relax.
as you all come back in, you see that Jude is just lounging there in like.
Oh, wait. Hey, Jude.
I knew it would happen eventually, James.
I know, I did too. I figured it would take longer.
Are
but-
the floors of this
Oh hey Jude.
are the floors of this area
guess that's on
marble?
Oh, hi, Mark.
Arlo.
this floor?
Yeah.
Only when you walk in. This carpeted once you get down the steps.
Okay.
Like it's one of those things where the doors open, you walk in. There's like maybe 3 feet of marble, and then it's one step down and it's carpet.
Cool.
Okay. Oh hey Jude.
Oh, hey, Jude.
I just keep thinking of
Cool.
Oh, hello.
I'm gonna make a list. It's like band and
Oh,
name.
did you go to did you go to the other pool? Because you saw the towel in your hair.
Did you
right?
see Lint at the pool?
She definitely looks like she's come back from it. She's just lounging there now.
How was the pool?
There was another pool, right?
Did you see anybody famous?
The pool was wet. No, there was no one else there. No, there was no lint in the pool.
As she says that,
Ooh,
I go.
no
off
one
to-
mentioned any lint.
No,
what
I
do you
didn't.
know?
I did.
Oh, you did.
I just said, was
Yeah.
there Lint in the pool? Like looking away and
Oh,
acting
okay.
crazy. And then after she says that, I go into my room and start searching it and like slam the door.
Ooh, okay.
They're
Is it
kind of
just-
freaked out right now.
Is everything all right?
Oh, well, they saw some lint in the pool, and then they lit it on fire. And
I
then
lit on fire.
they,
No, we saw
they called,
a listening device in the pool.
Sure.
they called to get a hold of Ian, and we couldn't get a hold of Ian, which is, that's fascinating, but,
Well, what time is it?
Well, no, we
It's
left
like-
messages with
it's
him
like
the first
1:30.
time.
Well, maybe he's on lunch, other appointments, other clients.
and then we found some blood.
Oh.
Well,
Blood.
we think it was blood. We don't know for sure.
It was blood, yes.
He did a taste test.
Yeah,
It was
tasting
blood! I yell from my room.
Okay.
I mean, that's about as
Listen.
definitive as we get here in the 80s.
No, it's not as definitive as it gets. There are easy
Here in
ways
the
to
80s.
determine if there is blood.
Yeah, I'm not a walking laboratory.
Taste my finger.
You're not. No.
Do you have one?
No, I don't necessarily have things with me, but I do know how to make some sort of substitute for luminol. Yes.
Really? So you can make like a bunch of things.
Yes, I can make a bunch of things.
Wow.
Okay. Well, would you be able to whip up something to be able to tell if it was blood or not?
I would need to have access to some sort of cleaning products or some
I mean,
sort
there's
of.
chlorine up there.
I'm spitballing here.
James, like, how easy
James is
is
like,
it
how
to
is
make
it to make
luminol?
luminol? Before I say something I regret. We would also need a UV light though.
Does luminol like change color with blood?
With UV
Right.
light, yes.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Never mind. I might be speaking of a technology that doesn't exist yet.
Oh no, it definitely exists. I'm just thinking like how common and like, accessible is it?
Yeah.
Regardless,
I don't know.
that would be an extraordinary amount of effort to go through to determine if there was blood. Someone scuffed their foot in a pool.
It was kind of a lot of blood streaked on the chair or on the leg of one of the tables up there.
It was a slight stain and then a little ding in the table. Somebody could have just tripped.